Alright, people, hey bro, what's up? It's your boy Dark here, making a video about this one thing I said I was going to do earlier in stream this same day. If you didn't miss that, don't worry about it. I mean, if you did miss it, don't worry about it. If you did miss it, don't worry about it either way. This is kind of a recap for the people in the latter category. Anyway, so this is a little bit of a news bit, if you would, for people who have been with me for a bit. And also, those of you who have kind of recently joined or whatever, and you have no idea what the fuck I'm about to talk about, well, this is the video for you. So, I have been talking about a few times about this Fate Go type story that I'll be making eventually. Because I write stories and stuff too. For those of you who don't know that, I do that on the side. It's a lot of fun, a lot of stuff. And excuse me for a sec, I gotta. God damn it. Always a beautiful timing. Anyway. So, with this, I've been gradually commissioning artwork for both fan made servants that are going to be in the Fate Ghost story I'll be making. And eventually, if I get enough funds together, certain particular artworks for like certain particular cutscenes, if you would, because the story is going to be. I'm going to try and make it like in the visual novel type format that Fate Go, the game, presents its cutscenes and stuff. Do the best I can. It's going to be tedious as hell. I know it. I'm going to hate it. I already hate it trying to convert the characters already and trying to have it where each emotion face is on one thing or another. It's super tedious, super annoying. I'm going to be working on that more later. Probably we have streams where I'm just doing that and I'm just crying to myself going like, why is it so hard? Why can't they just have put it on the faces of these people all the time already? Why do I need to waste 10,000 years making all this sorted? But that's in itself in another freaking thing. Now, for those of you who want an example of what I'm talking about with the fan-made characters and stuff, hold on one second. Gotta move that one. Stuff like this. Granted, this is Feb me, but stuff like this. And obviously, different faces and all that crazy good stuff. I showed a few of them as they were being done on stream occasionally. I think I showed, let's see. We showed Tiamat. We showed Catherine de Medici, Isabel. We showed also Isabella. I haven't showed Edward, the Black Prince, but he's in there too, and also the new adult version of Catherine. I only showed the quote unquote kid version. But don't worry about that. We'll get to that later. Anyway. So the point of this entire thing is that yes, I am going to be working on it. We are commissioning work gradually with my own money, all that stuff, whenever I can spare. And I will be working on it full-heartedly when I get finished with one of my other stories, which shouldn't be too much longer. I could see it within like a few years if all goes according to plan before I really work on it in earnest. But the point of this video is to establish that I made a Patreon. If you guys want to help accelerate the process of giving me funds to pay artists to make all these characters I have in mind come to life and maybe, get the artworks that I would like to have out the way and all that fun stuff, I would appreciate it. It's not a requirement, of course. I'm doing it either way. It's just a question of time. That's all it is. It's just a question of time and how far we can get. So, without further ado, might as well take a look at the page here. So let me just bring it up. Just so you guys can see what we talking about here. Blah. Assuming that worked. There we go. So, how I have this set up is, besides whatever amount of money you want to commission and all that fun. Right now, I got listed all the ones that are currently done, the title, what their role is. I'll get to that. A little bit of biography, if you would, or at least a plan of what I'm doing. And of course, I'm gonna credit the artists who made it. I'm not a dick. I'm gonna be doing that. That's gonna be all right away. Every time I get a commission done, I'm just like, oh, this was done by this person or this person. Like this art's done by Toaster. Their art style's different right now, but really good to work with. This is the kid version of Catherine, like I said. This was Sama Lee. She makes a lot of cute shit. Really good. She also made Isabel here. The MILF. And Tiamat. And then, of course, we got Femmi, who's going to be an Alter. Going to be in the game. It's made by Alter Art, which is hilarious. He's a really good artist. I have another work going for him. He's expensive as hell, though. Like the one work I'm having him do right now that's costing me like $380 altogether. It's gonna be worth it though, but I'm still like that's one that I can rarely commission just because my god. Good work though, really good shit. Does a lot of good. And of course Isabella, made by Art Eclipse here. This is gonna be my Fate Aqua, by the way. You know, as you list here, I put like the ruler, like whatever class they're gonna be when I decide, all that good shit. Here's your first look at Edward the Black Prince right here. Also made by Eclipse. And then this is the new one, also made by Eclipse. Eclipse does good work, relatively cheap. But that's because, you know, out-of-country artists make a lot. Beautiful work, like I said. So, obviously, I send the commission out when it's done. I post it here. I also put the whips on here now that we're getting underway. But that'll be later. Got all the membership stuff. Anything from $5 a month to if you want to go fucking crazy and give me 500. I'm not requiring anything. I'm just saying. Whatever, if you guys can spare anything, that's fine. If you can't, don't worry about it. I'm working on these either way, like I said. This is just to help accelerate the process. And of course, depending on how much money you give me, besides, you know, linking to Discord, for those of you who give a shit about that, give you some exclusive stuff, like you could vote on which servants come next. Depending on how much money you give me, outside of, you know, getting credits on the name every time I finish a chapter or something. You guys can request certain side stories between certain characters. I plan on doing that anyway as an in-between things, both for some content stuff and just because certain side stories help increase the lore and all that fun. You can also, you know, any of the servants that I maybe haven't considered being thrown into the story, depending on where we're at. You know, you can throw things in. I jokingly put I call you a whale in there. I mean, you could do a lot of stuff. The more money you give me, the more you can request with certain things. I'll keep you more up to date. All that stuff. At least more often than I plan on doing, because I'm going to be doing streams where I'm working on this too. At least with certain bits. But that's, again, in the future. This is just, I have this set up now, just so you guys can see it now. And all this fun crap. Again, I'll stress this enough. I'm going to be doing the story regardless. It's just accelerating the process. And if you feel like throwing money at me to a certain degree, you get little fun bits from me too. I'll do little commission works. In a way, I'll commission the commissioners. Or just throw together other little story things too. It's going to be a massive project, obviously. There's a lot of people. This is just the beginning. Honestly. I mean, take a look, for example, here. I haven't really been getting too far ahead right now, but I've been writing basics cast wise on like how many people are going to be in certain acts. We're kind of going to follow the same story as Fate Go, but it's going to be different. First, obviously, because there's going to be like 3 masters running around instead of just one, which is what I kind of teased if you read if you read the little bio I put here for just what am I going to look like in the story. Yes, self-inserting. Anyway, one's going to be a beta male bis, one's going to be a sociopath, and one's going to be mellow, yes, mellow yet chaotically horny. Guess who I am? I mean, I already got a lot of things planned out, but just to give you an idea, like the first acts, France, okay? There's about 19 new characters, most of which are going to be servants, that I'm throwing into this. And most of which, obviously, Catherine's going to be in there, so you get to see this lolly. Isabel, obviously, because MILF John. Isabella, she's going to be in there because the Spanish Inquisition. Edward the Black Prince, because I don't see why a person who was at the start of the 100 Years' War shouldn't have been at the start involved in the Singularity involving the end of it. So you already got 3 out of the 19 characters, if you would. The 19 mostly servants that are going to be involved in appearance wise. Isabel's technically not going to be a servant in the thing, but you know, she becomes one later. That's explained later. But you already got like 13 of the 19 characters. Well, technically 20 because, you know, Isabella. But there you go. You already got 4 of the 20 characters for Act 1 already done. In the course of, I don't know, a few years using my own money right now. And considering there's going to be 20 of them, because oh boy, we got a lot of them. I'll throw a few names here. A number of them are going to be Catholic saints because that's going to tie in with a certain thing. William Marshall, if you know who that is, you're cool. We got Prince Eugene of Savory, or wherever the fuck the place is called. That's going to be a major character. Bertrand de Gaston, or whatever the fuck his name's pronounced as. He was a major French character roughly in the middle of the 100 Years Civil War, 100 Years War that happened on in France. Again, I feel like there shouldn't be a reason why certain people in certain timelines shouldn't be in, you know? I already kind of teased this. The Berserker of Stanford Bridge, he's going to be in there somewhere. There's going to be a lot of them. There's going to be people that are local to the time period. There's people that are involved. There's people that are related to France. And there's people that are just thrown in there just because it makes sense with what I'm going with theme-wise. Because I might as well say this now. The whole French singularity with the story, that's going to be renamed. That is going to be known as the 100 Years War of Christianity. Just because there's going to be a lot of more flushed out story detail and stuff. It's going to be a lot more extensive. It's definitely going to be longer. And I'm going to try and write it best I can with what I could do here. I feel like I'm going to do a lot better than how it was originally, which honestly is not going to be too hard of a bar to pass. And we've been throwing in some subplots here and there and all this other fun shit. But that's the overall extensive. But yeah, so I'm not going to be able to work on that, though, until like all the servants that I want done are finished. And then as a bonus, certain artwork that I would like to get done would be out. But right now, I mean, if I wanted to, I could work on the prelude, if you would, Singularity Zero, with that whole Singularity F thing. I could do that whenever the hell I want for the most part. I just gotta double check if all the people have all the face emotions stuff sorted out and whatnot. But that's pretty much ready for me to work. But again, I'm waiting on my one story to be done, written out slowly, which shouldn't be too long, as I said. Anyway, just to reiterate, Patreon up. It's here to help me give money to artists that I am feeding so they can make these fan-made servants that I am trying to get out for the story that I plan to write. Any money is appreciated, but not requested, but not required. Not requested. What am I doing this whole video for? Not required. Would be nice. Help accelerate the process. Totally up to you guys, though. Like I said, making the story either way. I appreciate help, though. It is what it is. Link will be in the description below for the Patreon. And I'm kind of rambling, but it is what it is. Any questions, feel free to either put in the comment section below, or, you know, if you're in the Discord, pop into the Discord, answer me a question directly. DMs are open, whatever the fuck works. It's all good. And I'll keep you guys posted as this stuff develops. But it's up now, it's live, and it is what it is. I got a lot of plans, a lot of cool shit in store. It's going to take me a while, but it'll be worth it. I tell you, especially with this shit we got planned. Oh my god. Because I always said, man, there's a lot of historical people and figures that I don't see why they shouldn't be in Fate already. But it is what it is. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I know I rambled a little bit. I tried to make it sensible. And yeah, have a good one, guys. And we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.